Hey everyone, this is Austin, and welcome back to another video. And I wanted to, of course, talk about an anime that caught me by surprise. I didn't think it was much in the beginning, but it really picked up, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. We are, what, 5 episodes in, and it is Demon Lord Retry. And I have to say, I'm gonna go through the whole concept first, and go through the couple episodes, obviously, for some of you that don't know what I'm talking about, and hopefully it helps some of you watch it. And I'm going to say straight off from the back, if you did not enjoy How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, you will not like this anime. That's kind of the vibe I got from this series right away, and it's a less fan servicey one. This is more of a serious one and has a lot of world building, along with one guy trying to figure out how to do stuff, and it really made me happy to see this. And I'm going to do a lot of contrast and compares to Demon Lord, so be prepared because it's kind of almost the same thing but different at the same time. But nonetheless, so Demon Lord Retry, what is it, Austin? Well, it is a series from what I've seen so far. I'm actually contemplating reading the manga about this man that was transferred into another world, which is his video game that he was playing, kind of like Overlord, sort of online. We have How Not to Summon a Demon Lord too. It's kind of a cool concept that I like, and I know some people get very upset with the isekais. That's a video. It's coming out eventually, but yeah, it's pretty interesting to have this kind of isekai. And as I said, with all the isekais that came out this year, I wouldn't say this is the top one, and that's the issue. I feel that a lot of people have been pampered by like Shield Hero and a bunch of other isekais that it doesn't seem as good as it's supposed to be. But I'm a person that likes simple things during simple times. I don't have to take an anime seriously, and this is the anime I don't want to take seriously. I just enjoy and watch it, and that's kind of the anime I guess I would call that. It's a casual watch for me, and that's what it is. And going on to as I said, the concept, I know I completely converged to a different point. It is basically this guy, he is trying to rebuild his whole thing that he had in the video game, and he picks up, a couple people along the way, and that's not Ram or Rem. Don't worry, that's Aku, and Aku is adorable. I really love Aku as a character because she's kind of the contrast. And at first we see, main character, I think his name is Hakuto. I'm gonna call him by his last name. That's all I can remember. But he kind of comes into this world, then is faced with the Demon Lord, and he wipes out the Demon Lord and saves Aku. And Aku at first thought he was a bad person, and it kind of gives this whole thing of, first encounters. He didn't look that great, and he slowly, did more good and good. And, he is role playing to what his character was, and that's what he's kind of doing in this anime, kind of like, Diablo and How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. And here we have, good old Hakuto kind of just role-playing. And of course, not just Aku, we meet Luna, one of the holy maidens, and she is hilarious. I love her, and she's kind of the comedy relief of the series, and she doesn't want to get disciplined, but she likes it. And she tells her sister, Killer Queen, that the Demon Lord's obsessed with her butt, and I couldn't stop laughing. That is the best part of the entire series, and it's a completely not true thing that he is going through, and it's one of those things. Come on, it's funny, and she's adorable. But nonetheless, Aku and her kind of have this weird combination of, we have her being a tsundere, and Aku kind of just seeing the good in Hakuto, and it's really nice to see, honestly. And of course, if I'm not mistaken, the doctor, I'm gonna call her, she's in there. She's kind of a interesting person from what we hear from, Hakuto, that she's kind of a very sinister person. She wants to dissect everything to understand stuff, and, when she comes into the anime, she starts off like that, and slowly she's starting to become a better person. But nonetheless, getting back to the concept and not the characters, I apologize. Basically, we have Hakuto kind of having to find his way through this world, rebuild what he lost, and kind of make an industry that, as I said, he had before. And he's going to go through a lot of challenges because he picked up a ring from a spirit, and it all comes together really well. And there is one thing I do want to mention that kind of made me like the series even more because it's a good comedic relief thing and it's another kind of cool character. It's the fact that this is still a video game, and obviously I'm going to throw Killer Queen in here because she's another funny character because it has to do with the character I'm talking about. It's, Hakuto's other character that he is, and he is a dragon, if I'm not mistaken, or a human dragon, or dragonborn. I'm going to go with dragonborn because Skyrim, why not? But it is a fascinating thing to have it in a series, and kind of makes the man seem a bit crazy, but he does cringe after, so it's a hilarious thing because, as I said, a hugely different personality. We have Hakuto, kind of the old man that's just, bitter, doesn't want to deal with stuff, but has a kind heart. Then we have the other guy that just, he's there for justice, he's there for women, he's going to be the defender, and he wants to fight evil, and it's hilarious because they're just polar opposites. We have the evil and the good, and it makes me wonder. I know I haven't read the manga, but is there a middle? Is there a guy that is both evil and good, another character that we don't know about, because we only know two characters that, the main character has made, and it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, because it's just, as I said, the contrast of the personalities is just 10 out of 10. Kind of made me realize, this is kind of like a step above. I wouldn't say it's better than How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I can't say that yet, but it's enough for me to be interested in, kind of intrigued about how well it's done. And he only shows up because there's now many different factions. We have, the good old holy maidens, and now we have, the Satan kind of people, and obviously they're going to clash, and sadly, he's going to be in the middle of it all and kind of have to deal with it. And of course we have the girlish boy that we've seen memes of. Girlish boys can get pregnant too. I wanted to take bleach into my eyes and just, forget what I saw. But, sometimes we can't forget and we have to live with it and ponder our lives about why we watched something because it was just so cringeworthy that it was hilarious. That is what I do half the time with some animes, but this anime overall, I wouldn't say it's the best anime of the summer, but it's an anime that is worth watching if you just don't want something serious. You want something casual and you want to enjoy something. This is the anime for you, and I really enjoy it. I can't stress enough. It's just sometimes I don't need a super serious anime. I need a comedic relief, and I know throwing Wiseman's Grandson, that kind of wasn't such a great anime that I thought it was going to be. It still had its comedic value, and I know Isekai Cheat Magician has its comedic value, and I just really enjoyed the amount of isekais we're getting. I know it's a whole lot, but nonetheless, they kind of have their own little thing. It's interesting to see all these isekais come out in summer not being the same, which is really crazy and really cool. I can't wait for fall. I actually have to research up what's coming out in fall. I'll have probably what's coming out in fall, guys. You tell me, but overall, we're about 5 episodes or 6 episodes in, depending on when this video comes out. And so far, the only place I know of you can watch this is Funimation. So before I get that question, where do you watch it? Funimation. I don't encourage using, the high C's because, it's not cool, but I understand. I just want to get that right out there because I know a lot of people are going to just say, yeah, I'll just do that. I don't judge. We all came from that point from anime. We've watched anime and Spanish subtitles on YouTube, so I know how it is. But nonetheless, that's kind of my first impressions on this series, that it's something not to be taken seriously, but it's still something enjoyable. And we have the bunny girls in here, and they are hilarious. That's all you need to know. And Aku is adorable, and it's a very good, diverse cast of personalities. That's how I'm going to put it. Everyone has their own thing. They don't clash. They just meld together very well. But so far, that's all that is going on with this anime. I don't think I'm going to be covering this series. I just wanted to do first impressions, but yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you until next time. This has been Austin, and I'm signing out. Peace.